Yeah, so like many of the guys and girls on the Develop program, we were successful builders in our demand and requirements for work. It seemed to be pretty high, and we were facilitating lots of work. Like many of the people I talked to on the program, by our own admission, we were certainly not businessmen or women. And so going from being a successful builder to then becoming a successful business owner required a lot of transition and has required a lot of education. Certainly Develop has shown us the way in which the forecast or the program in which you should go about doing things, and the systemization and implementation of all these procedures. And so that's certainly over the last 12 months, we've found huge benefit from anything that the information that Develop allows us and offers us to bring on board. So revenue-wise, I think when we first joined Develop, we were probably hovering around the £1.5 million annual revenue. We crept that up to the £2 million mark. I think it was this time last year, actually, we sat down at this same seminar and probably decided that actually we needed to have a year of consolidation, essentially, because historically and previously we'd been guilty of trying to get ahead of ourselves and grow too fast too quickly, and without realizing the sort of all the procedures and implementation that we need in place. So we did that. And then this year, we're setting ourselves some pretty punchy targets to achieve. Last year's revenue was around the 2 million mark. This year, we've forecasted 4 million, and we're hoping to certainly exceed that and maybe hit around the 4.5 million mark. I know at this point, we're nearly approaching the end of Q2. And we've already done our £2 million, so that's a big improvement on our previous year. I think one of the main ways in which we've been having to increase that revenue has been through the development market. It was something that we were really keen on. Kate was very keen on doing many, many years ago. We never, for whatever reason, managed to get ourselves to an opportunity to do our first sort of joint venture agreement with somebody. Since then, we've essentially had to almost form two companies. The company group stays as it is, but it's got a design and build a residential side, and it's now got a development side to it. Up until last year, we'd successfully done 2 developments that we'd built and then sold in the retail market. This year, we're aiming to have 11 different plots go to sale at some point during this year, 3 of which are currently on the market, and 3 hopefully will be marketed in summer 2024. And the final 5 go to market, hopefully, if the program runs as planned, in autumn of this year. The development has been a huge thing for us here. We sat here in the seminar trying to understand our goals for the next 5 years. We did a bit of work actually on the way down and in preparation, knowing that that's going to be some of the questions that we've asked to focus on. And it does just good to sit back and understand where we want to be in a few years' time. If we were to choose one thing, I think I would certainly say structure. Very broadly speaking, structure. I think that we'd identified that we'd accelerated a bit too quickly as a small company with little or no structure in place. If you do that, things can get out of hand very quickly. Whilst you think the numbers sound great because these big numbers are being bandied around, if you can't facilitate those numbers or you can't back it up, things unravel very quickly. So the main thing that we've taken from Develop is structure, and that goes operationally, non-operationally, that goes across the company really, on every level. So structure would be the word.